matchup on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready up. Ready. Watch out, man. 50 series.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Drop. 17. Cluster. 6. Here's that.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Touchdown, Broncos! Devin Duvernay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40, past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha! Hey, exit! Look, squeeze! Good, out!
Now Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
Look at me!
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Lawrence on the sneak, and he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Lawrence on the sneak, and he stopped immediately there. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Lawrence on the sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yes.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Go. Right through. Opposite. 3. Ready?
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready? Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. He didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's Pierce. Is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Leo. Hey, lock it.
Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken around the 12. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's
that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Go, go. Go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, green.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Lawrence will throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Block it. Hard.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keon Crossett. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Penny, a first down carry, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Hey, lock it. Please.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
You've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception.
And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Look at me.
Now Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Lawrence on third down.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Come on, set.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Look at me.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Third and goal from the 6.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll drop to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
They'll run here with Pierce.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught on a slant. Touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
From 10 yards out.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
To throw again is Lawrence.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Hey, double.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Lawrence. He'll get it inside the 20, and they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Hey, Rex.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
That's complete to Pierce. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike.
Okay, break.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 27 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. They said their goal was to win 7